All right, so Gothsta,
What's up? What's up?
yeah. So recently you popped in, you asked people online a question, what keeps them motivated, and we had like a brief talk about this. A society like where we are right now in late stage capitalism, and there's this
Yeah.
transformation to post war capitalism. How do you think what what answers have you gotten so far, and what do you think the people should know?
So like, yo, I made this post on Facebook asking like what people are motivated by to push them through all of this craziness in the world and all that good stuff. And yeah, I got a really varying degree of answers, and I'm really appreciative for everybody who like came out to like reply to it and like share their feedback because yeah, it really did help me, I guess, at least understand that life doesn't look one way for anyone besides yourself really, and that like uh there's always something that you can dig deep into to keep yourself going in the midst of things. A lot of people had mentioned things like travel and wanting to meet new people and wanting to take care of their loved ones. Of course, many who were parents were citing their love for their children and their want to be around and support their children, and that's a very understandable reason. And in the midst of all of that, I was just like, uh, yeah, replying to everybody and kind of like, do I relate? Do I not relate? Stuff like that. Um, and I don't know. In between all of that, I'm not super sure what my answer is beyond, like I guess music and just wanting to see a lot more other things. Also, One Piece. One Piece is a big thing for me. I really want to see One Piece end. Besides that, yeah, like I have had a really rough few couple of weeks and stuff, but I went through this crazy ordeal that I'm also in the midst of making a vlog about. It happened like 2 days ago. Got I got lost outside in like the freezing cold in the middle of the night. On the way home from a dinner party.
Oh.
I had like no phone reception, no internet service or anything, no money, and I had like no idea where I was really because I was like really drunk and I was just kind of wandering and shit. And I had a lot to think about on that journey because I like thought that I wouldn't find my way home. That I would just end up like just walking until I passed out, or walking until the sun came up, or whatever. Like I probably would have found my way home eventually, but like, um, yeah, it was uh really reflecting the way I felt inside of my own head, being so like lost, wandering alone in the cold, and it was like snowing and stuff like that. It was like such a visceral, like physical metaphor of how I was feeling like mentally and stuff. And I ended up finding a cab driver who ended up taking me back home, just off the kindness of his heart. And I still really have to pay him back. I got his Zelle information. Shouts out to him. Um, and I'm gonna do that as soon as I can. But yeah, I I guess I learned that night that I might be a lot stronger than I've been giving myself credit for. The strength of spirit and human resilience that I find such a remarkable quality inside of people I care about, like my parents, my cousins, and a lot of my closer friends that I saw like really grind from you know, a really dire state where shit was going crazy in their lives, but they bossed up and like are shining. Like I'm really proud of my friends who have been able to do something like that, and I really uh, want to do the same thing. I'm just like really bad at like working and keeping a job and just like managing my money and stuff like that whenever I do have anything and so I just be kind of held back by that, but yeah, like I could like keep trying the same way to improve my life in the ways that the people who I look up to and seeing everybody like come out and talk about their reasons for going on give me more motivation to want to aspire to do that. Yeah, for sure.
Do you have any other people that you want to do art with?
Oh hell yeah. Um, man, like shouts out to Mega Mod, shouts out to Princess Duration, shouts out to Kiss September. Like, I definitely want to rap with y'all on like something official one of these days. I feel like I'm not good enough to flow with y'all. I mean, I could rap too and stuff like that. I got rhythm, but I mean, I'll be going crazy. So, and I'd be on some like glitchy, like hyper pop wave or whatever. I kind of feel like I would have to kind of tune frequencies a bit, but I like highly respect what they've been doing lately. And shouts out to Matthew James Hammer and Ghoulie the Kid and my boys in the Bronx just going crazy, you know. Shouts out to Kid Black and who else would I want to collab with? I mean, I'm always down to collab with my boy Wise Guy. Shouts out to Wise Guy. He's the one who taught me how to play my guitar. Oh yeah, might as well grab it. Wow, this is my guitar. Just like out of tune as hell. But shouts out to Wise Guy. I've been trying to practice and shit. When it comes to like big artists,
Yeah.
like if I was to like I guess collab with a bigger artist or something like that, it would be like Che, Uzi, Osama-san, um, JPEG Mafia. He's literally like one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to like flow and production and just doing crazy beat switches. I'm a real sucker for a good crazy beat switch and like having the song go crazy every like 45, 50 seconds. Yeah. 100 Gex, 100%. Definitely would love to make a song with 100 Gex one day or whatever. Janaskis is one of my biggest influences as well. One of my favorite songs, if not my absolute favorite song that I have out right now, is on my new project. It's called Exit Reality, and I directly made it from studying a crazy drop that Janaskis came out with recently, this towards the end of 2025. If you listen to Janaskis, you know what song I'm talking about. The song was crazy, but yeah, I could definitely go on. One more name I definitely have to cite is like Who Killed XIX. I love XIX. They're super dope and also really big influence on my sound. That like really like hyper like glitchy, but like punk rock like alt aesthetic type vibe. It's yeah. I basically feel like whatever cloth I'm cut from, it's whatever cloth they be cut from type shit. Yeah, yeah, those are the artists I would probably want to work with the most. Let's see if I can play a little something. I don't know. I don't wanna be here anymore. Something like that. Yeah, yeah. Shouts out to Wise Guy. Shouts out to Janaskis. Shouts out to Che. Shouts out to Uzi. Shouts out to Osama-san. Shouts out to Matthew James Hammer and Ghoulie the Kid and my boys in the Bronx just going crazy, you know. Shout out to my boys in the Bronx just going crazy.
Are you camera shy?
Definitely when it comes to guitar, but I don't know. I would just fuck around. You got any? Oh, sorry if I'm swearing. You're probably gonna have to like bleep those out.
Oh no, it's okay. It's just YouTube. I mean,
Yeah.
so you have a lot of projects going on.
Yep, I definitely do, and um, it's kind of weird. I feel like I'm really built for this whole music thing because no matter how like sad or dejected I get, I'm always wanting to play around with sounds, play around with words, melody,
I see.
timbers, and yeah, like I have a project called Narcinist, like gnarly arsonist.
Mm-hmm.
I had started making it like a few months before my most recent project. Oh yeah, my most recent project right now is called. I gave it a super long like anime title. Uh, I wanted to title this project something else, but the algorithm made me change it. Yeah, that's the whole title of the project on all streaming or whatever. But yeah, before I was working on that one, I was working on Arsonist. It was like uh really hyper rap kind of like trap metal adjacent album. I was originally inspired by Rest in Bass by Che when I was like originally making the whole album. Like that, the first few songs kind of have the same vibe where I'm basically like just did my best impression of like type of instrumentals that were going crazy over that project, especially on like songs like Hellraiser. Like Hellraiser is my favorite song that came out all
Mm-hmm.
like last year. Hellraiser is my jam, and I literally just kept listening to it over and over. Like the bass on that song is freaking crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta make something like this. So I was just like messing around in BandLab, and I made a few songs that are still unreleased right now because I'm still working on that project. And yeah, I kind of lost steam on it just because I got really sad towards the end of the summer. I was like in my like super lit summer era when I was like starting to make that project, but then energy changed up really quick when it got cold. So that's why I ended up making a lot more like my much more like emo like sullen songs on my most recent one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I still have that in the works. I have a different mixtape like off to the side besides Narcissus that I was also fleshing out like at the same time because I like working on like mad things at the same time. It's called Gothsta's Grimoire. It was the more personal like kind of more traditional like hip hop like storytelling kind of like boom bap type stuff that I was just trying to mess around with because like I don't know, even though like my sound tastes are a lot more brain rotted than all of that stuff. I'm into the super overstimulating like crazy stuff coming out nowadays, but um I grew up in the Bronx, birthplace of hip hop, so that like influence is always been inside of me. Uh, I the first band I really ever listened to, like growing up, like the first band I could remember distinctly, like finding their album and listening to the whole thing is Flowbots, and Flowbots is like a alternative hip hop group or whatever. And they had this like incredible song called Handlebars that was had this really like uh they were really deep into like activism rap and stuff like that like during the Bush administration, and it was kind of talking about how things were then, but it's only aged better and better and better, the sentiments that they were talking about in Handlebars. And when I was younger, I kind of gave a fuck about trying to change the world back then. I mean, I still kind of do. I'm not gonna say I'm not, that dejected in the heart or whatever. But yeah, I was super into the whole like, you know, rise against the system, we must fight and
Yeah.
overcome vibes back then. And Fight with Tools is the album that I listened to. That's like the first album I ever listened to in my whole life. Was Fight with Tools, and it's a really like uh, grassroots activism type uh, experience. And yeah, so I wanted to make Gothsta's Grimoire something like that, while also being like just a personal project about my life and stuff like that. I have a whole lot of songs that I've made, almost like, going back like 2.5 years now, that have just been kind of sitting in the vault for a while, that I um was considering using for those. And I'm not like scared to release music or anything. I'm just always moving on past certain projects. I'm kind of on a whim thing where I'll be working on something, but then as soon as the winds blow, I'm like, well, I'm a lot more passionate about something, and I'll just make a whole project, put that out, and then yeah. But basically, I've been putting a whole lot of stuff out in between all of these. So I wanted to go back and sharpen up some of those songs and put them out, because I feel like they're really good. They're a lot more traditional, like just drum, snares, hi hats, and like on some of them I use R&B samples. Some of them I just use acoustic samples and stuff like that. Uh, some of them are just no melody, and yeah, I have that in the works too. Those are the like two main things that I'm gonna be working on the whole year. Is just Narcissus and Gross's Grimoire. Yeah.
You said you okay. You said you wanted there's something about the world you would like to change.
Well, um, I used to want to change the world. I I just want to change, I guess, how people feel whenever they are sad. I want to pick people up when they're down, even if only for a few minutes with my music. That, yeah, it's changed to that though, I think,
Huh.
because I genuinely just, yeah, you know, this world definitely beat me down pretty bad. So I kind of stopped caring about the progress of the human race and the progress of us as people. I think it's just going places,
Mhm.
good and bad, whatever. You know, it's going places.
It's a roller coaster for sure.
It's a roller coaster, and I'm glad to have been a part of it during this like part of civilization. This era in time was really sick to be able to grow up in, and to be able to do it in a like lower middle class environment in New York City, greatest city on the world. Uh, pretty pretty nice, honestly. Overall, like yeah, I just I mean, it's probably just a lot of the hard hard times I've been through that make me feel like that. I'll probably feel like way more optimistic overall about that sort of thing whenever like wind's blowing a different direction. But yeah, just for the past few years, I've been really going through it, and I mean, you know, everybody has or whatever. But yeah, I when I was like younger, like
Yeah.
when I was in like middle school and freshman year of high school and stuff like that. That's when I was like really on some like fight the power type vibes. But I don't know. It's all just a game to me now. Game and a gambit.
Um, it might not. It might be a little bit outside of your the music that you normally listen to. But do you know Ronnie Rackett? No. Oh.
Not you. Oh my
Well,
gosh.
no. It's just a. I mean, 1 second. I mean, he had one song that says "Life is a video game." So, what do you think about that? Do you think, from that perspective, life is a video game? Like,
Yeah, no, life is definitely a game, and I mean, eh, I wish I was in a different timeline where Sir Ronald Radke was kind of less of a abrasive, you know,
yeah,
kind. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna say too much on that, but I, Man, I listened to so much Escape the Fate and
Uh,
Falling in Reverse, especially when I was in like 10th grade through college, a little after college and all that, and then I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not gonna say like
mhm.
he is, I guess, the most irredeemable person or whatever, or like that he's some kind of boogeyman figure or whatever the hell. He's a guy who lived life and experienced things and had, he does what he does and stuff like that. Now, do I agree with all, some of the things that he might have done or the things that, the ways he being? Not really, but at the same time, I can't discredit the fact that the man's talented as fuck. The man's talented as hell. Talented as hell. Like so like annoyingly talented to the point where it's like a giant like talent sandwich that you can just slap in your face, and he'd be slapping that talent sandwich a little hard, but I understand what it's like to feel pressed, to feel reactionary. So that's another reason why I don't know. I can't like really hate on the guy or anything. I mean this is a long tangent. Though that's a long tangent about
I
yeah.
don't know. We're just you're having human. We're just two human beings have a conversation, and I just
I
want
mean
to,
I hope you got the phone space for this.
huh?
I hope you got the phone space for this. This is a long video about this point, huh?
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll, I don't know. This is what I
That was
do.
that.
I mean, I want you to be on this platform. We're gonna ask you questions, and we're gonna see how it is.
Heck yeah.
So, um, do you think that's? Do you think we covered a lot so far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, okay. Once again, where can people find you?
You can find me on, well, I'm mostly active on Instagram. I have a TikTok. It's all Gothsta 420. I'm on YouTube as well. Uh, my songs are on like Spotify, freaking Deezer, uh, Tidal. All my stuff is on Tidal as well. Um, yeah, most platforms. Unfortunately for now, except for SoundCloud, I still have to get like some things straightened out with the licensing and stuff like that on my account because I can't like upload things that I actually drop on SoundCloud. It's weird, but yeah, that's why I haven't dropped anything on SoundCloud for anybody who's actually been listening to my music on SoundCloud still. But yeah, those are the places where you could find me and stuff.
Okay, and that's it.
Yo.
All right.